What up, investors? What up, traders? Ken here from the Dyslexic Investor, and we're going to be looking at. I was doing some really intense research on finding out who in God's green earth owns Purell stock, and I was like, oh look, they got stock watch. Oh, Purell Hand Sanitizer is owned by a private company. Sorry, no stock available. Private company is owned by Gojo Industries Incorporated. I was like, great, I can't trade that. So then doing a little bit more research, we pulled up their product list, of course, their hand sanitizer and so forth, all their different products that they used for industries to restaurants to consumer grade stuff and all the other kind of cleaners they do. That's great, and I don't think you can even order this. You cannot. So it's not a direct order from their website, but it just kind of gives you their product information. So that's all fine and dandy. But then you see a lot of more things of going on the shortage of hand sanitizer due to the C virus. A lot of people, get out of here, are worried about this outbreak, especially a lot of the military exchanges, the commissaries, the PX, the BXs are going all out of supply. It's not the only thing. I went to 4 stores the other day, all shelves, Costco, Walmart, everyone completely out of hand sanitizer. And I kind of just stood there, just looking, and within like maybe 4 or 5 minutes of sitting there, no joke, 7-8 people came by just looking like, oh, they're out, oh, they're out, oh, guess we have to make our own or whatever. They're just constantly coming by and seeing this. And then, of course, I love my Google Trends, so we're going to look for the past 30 days. And, of course, hand sanitizer, key phrase topic, has been absolutely at the high due to a lot of, again, to the C virus. So a lot of other topics are saying shortage. They're using the COVID-19. A lot of things you can basically, a lot of videos on YouTube are popping up on the sense of homemade, how to DIY, making your own homemade hand gel sanitizer, making your own gel at home, how to sanitize your hands. And you can kind of see it's more popular in a lot more states because that's where the outbreaks have happened, especially in Washington. So a lot of people there were looking at the higher concentration in the search item there. Again, Google Trends is really good, so definitely check it out for a lot of different various things. So then I kept on looking. I'm like, what? Okay, so then can I buy some stock or something? So an interesting thing came up was actually Kroger. Kroger, or KR, has been gangbusters. So everyone knows that Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, bought into this company a couple weeks ago, but they've been just going skyrocketing because a lot of people are just stocking up on hand sanitizer and canned foods. For the potential of having to stay home, having to basically take care of themselves at home while they're sick or something like that, and just kind of stocking up on supplies and looking forth like that. And again, you can look at Kroger. We can pull up Walmart, which is the other store that I was looking a lot at. I'm just looking at the overall like nationwide stores. So again, the market was down crazy bad on Friday. Walmart's up. Like, what the heck? Walmart, we can do TGT. So Target, not as up as much because they're not really known for a lot of the home goods and shopping stuff, but your Walmart, your Kroger's, I'm trying to think of any other grocery stores that I can know on the top of my head, but there's a huge shortage on Amazon. Let's see here. If you go to the Amazon website, like, you cannot buy any kind of products, but that's such a small percentage. There's less likely people are going to be going to Amazon looking for hand sanitizer and so forth. But your Walmarts and your Krogers are probably your best bet on the sense of people having to go physically to the store to buy the canned goods and so forth, and the hand sanitizer if they ever do come into the stocks. So let's look at Costco. Costco as well, kind of been hit and miss. Everyone knows me personally, knows I am a huge Costco component dude, and I've talked I looked at their stock the other day, their physical stock in the store, and they were out of toilet paper. Like, we can look and pull up an article here. Costco shortage. There we go. So Costco is, after shoppers become basically all the bottled waters are gone. The overall Costco shoppers are just well, this is a crazy one where people after shoppers become upset over bottled water shortage, blah blah blah. That's one of the things. The toilet paper shortage. So a lot of people who go to Costco literally buy the water. So anyone who's been to Costco knows this view right here. Like, this is usually the water is 7, 8, 10 pallets big, and this whole overall panic behind this is just getting a little outrageous, and so forth, and people getting really concerned about something. I hope that doesn't even come to fruition. But if you're looking to play this, I love Costco. That's the one I know the most. Kroger is actually one I wanted to get into, and I didn't even know that it was moving so much because the Oracle of Omaha is in it. So we're just going to put it a little up here because I don't know if it's going to break above this in the next couple days. It could, but it was down quite a bit on Friday, so it kind of ran up due to the overall panic and scare. But we'll see where it goes from there. But that's this moves in the last couple weeks, the last 2 weeks basically, have been pretty stifling and crazy, and honestly mind-boggling on where the market's going to be going. We can do a quick little overall analysis. I always like to do. Let's just do it on SPY today. Actually, I'll do SPY. There we go. So again, we can sum up. We had a pretty enormous drop. So if we have a total drop of about 15.77%. So we're just gonna round it to 16. We are still down about probably 14.5% overall since last Friday, but potentially we didn't break the low of that following week, so that is a good sign. But we gapped down 2-3 days substantially, especially from Thursday to Friday, and the moving average is still pointing straight down. I want to be doing a video on, a lot of people are asking, do I buy airline stocks? Hey Ken, do we buy cruise line stocks? I'm going to do a video, break down 3 or 4 of the stocks within the industry and give my analysis. The short answer is probably no, because a lot of them are still going straight to the ground, and I don't like to catch a falling knife. I like to things kind of settle off a little bit, and I don't want to be the first one in the door. So that being said, looking at SPY, we're still, let's pop this to it one day. We hit the oversold drastically on that previous week, so we had that bounce kind of come up. So if we look at this, I think that's like the 25% retracement. So yeah, we literally hit the 50% retracement from the high to low, and then we just kind of came crashing down again, which just kind of makes sense. It's basically a dead cat bounce. That's why I had the mark up here, thinking it was going to go a little bit higher, but it never actually cleared. Momentum is doing terrible overall. RSI is doing okay. The weekly chart kind of it's not enough weeks to break down, but this line right here, which is the 8, we're gonna make that a little bit fatter. I like fat lines. If this crosses into this, it's potentially more down that I could foresee. The 4-hour chart, again, kind of have my parameters here. Huge swing, so it's going to be very difficult. We're still below the 200, which is a huge key component for a lot of things that I do in trading. We have broken outside of the Bollinger Bands, which is as you can happen on intraday. But if things like, for example, this is on a weekly chart, if it breaks out like this, if it breaks out, it usually has to come back. So This is on SPY on a weekly chart, so usually if it breaks out, it's got to come back to the middle. Like you can kind of see here, it broke out here, kind of came back. This is in like the run up in 2017. We had the flush in February, but anything outside, these are the Keltner channels here. That kind of keep things somewhat suppressed, but once these the Bollinger Bands are inside the Keltner channels, could be a potential move. But we're so wide here, it's going to be very difficult to things need to kind of calm down, or they're just going to continually slowly grinding lower, which I could kind of see happening. I did say last Friday that we could see a potential more selling into this week. Key point of we didn't break the low of previous week, which is good, but things are still a little bit itchy witchies on. Let's see how everything goes. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments down below, please let me know. Again, this is Ken from the Dyslexic Messer, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.